Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. All our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Please visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to urge you to please interact with the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app on the Android, iOS, and Windows platforms. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. Now we'll share with you some pictures you sent to us on our Eyewitness portal, and we begin with the northwestern part of the country, Kaduna City in Kano State. It shows a salon car going against traffic, popularly called one way here. Our eyewitness says the lawless act is common in the city, and men of the Federal Road Safety Corps should do more to check this impunity. The next one is from the north central region, Kogi State, showing a truck with excessive carbon emission. You should try driving behind these trucks at night. I know it's a terrible thing. You can hardly see where you're going. Our eyewitness wants men of the State Environmental Protection Agency to ensure that motorists comply with environmental laws. This is from the southwestern part of the country, Ibadan, in Oyo State, showing refuse on a motorway. Our eyewitness says rather than plant trees, people are littering the streets with dirt. The State Ministry of the Environment should act fast. We have one more from the southwest. It's from Lagos, the commercial capital, and Ikorodu, showing a school building in a state of disrepair. Our eyewitness says this is the current state of some public primary schools in the state, and the government should pay more attention to infrastructure. We thank you for sending in these pictures. Please do keep them coming. Back to the south part of the country now, ahead of the January 9th supplementary governorship elections in Borno State. A group of lawyers under the aegis of Legal Clinic for Development and Democracy have appealed to the Independent National Electoral Commission to redeploy the officials who conducted the first round. Addressing a news conference in Abuja, the General Counsel of the group, Mr. Babatunde Bamigboye, says reconstituting the commission in Bayelsa has become imperative following claims by the resident electoral commissioner that an unnamed party offered him money to rig the elections.
Reconstituting INEC in Bayelsa will show: 1. INEC is neutral. 2. The allegation of reg has probative value. 3. The right to vote and be voted for is safeguarded. Anything short of reconstituting INEC in Bayelsa will confirm our fears that the sanctity of our electoral freedom is being eroded. As always, it is our duty to uphold the neutrality of INEC, not least because of our constitutional freedom in the present and future elections depend on it. Prayers. 1. Redeployment of INEC legally encumbered by allegations and counter-allegations of electoral malpractices in Bayelsa State gubernatorial elections. 2. Deployment of neutral INEC officials to conduct supplementary elections slated for 9th January 2016. 3. Constitution of INEC Observer Board with representatives of all political parties and credible civil society organizations.
Also in the South, former Niger Delta militants have dismissed reports that they are regrouping to challenge the Buhari administration. Michael Bubo, who is the chairman of the Egbeme Bamatu Youth Forum, dismissed insinuations that the anti-corruption war is targeted at the Ijaw people. He also pleaded with the federal government to extend the amnesty program to prevent the rebirth of militancy in the region.
Small. Let me see you. My advice to all the youth in Niger Delta is for them, for all hands to be on deck, give maximum cooperation and effort to the present governments also give the Buhari administration a chance and not to approach this government with violence. The time of gun battle have come and gone. It is the time that we all will live as one Nigeria to provide a peaceful environment for investors, to attract development in our communities. My advice to militants, Niger Delta youths, everybody in Niger Delta, not to see ourselves as troublemakers in the Niger Delta. To me, I believe the Buhari-led government is not an enemy to the journalism. Despite party differences, the interests of our region, our community, is very paramount. So therefore, the youth of Niger Delta should not allow themselves to be used.
Away from the south-south to the north-central region, and Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed of Kogi State has allayed the fears of civil servants in the state that their minimum wage will be slashed. He said despite the lean purse of the government, the wages of civil servants will be paid when due. And in addition to paying their salaries, Governor Ahmed has also announced plans to introduce contributory pension scheme. The state's current financial challenges will not allow it to continue to be the sole contributor.
The government is committed to the security and welfare of its workforce. Hence, despite the current controversy about the proposed downward review of the minimum wage of workers in Nigeria due to dwindling monthly allocations from Federation allocation, occasioned by falling crude oil prices in the international market, I'm happy to announce the Kwara State government is still committed to the continued payment of the minimum wage as it is. As you may all be aware, Kwara State government is one of the few states in Nigeria where the government has been solely responsible for workers' pension contributions. However, as a result of the current financial challenges nationwide, the state can no longer shoulder the burden of being the sole contributor to the pension funds for the workers in the state. It is therefore necessary and in fact beneficial to adopt the more sustainable model of contributory pensions in Kwara State.
Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed. To the southwest now, the Ando State Police Command have paraded suspected criminals accused of terrorizing the residents in the state. The State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Mike Ogbodu, told a media conference at the command headquarters in Akure that 13 out of the suspects were armed robbers, 2 of whom died during a shootout with the police, while the rest have been charged to court.
Fire, 2 of the hoodlums died, and while conveying the bush, one of the 3 robbers, named Mohammed Bello of Abattoir Agege, Lagos, was hit by police bullets, was arrested, and the sum of 37,520 was recovered from him. The following items were recovered from the robbers: those 1 locally made pistol, 2 single-barrel guns, 1 cutlass, 1 pack and belt laptop, 8 different handsets and shams, 6 expended and 5 live cartridges, a cash of 150,000 naira. The arrested suspect on interrogation confessed to the crime and mentioned 1 dogo of no fixed address to be their mentor.
Now to fiscal issues as the 2016 year approaches, just less than 12, well, it's just around the corner. The Borno State Governor, Kashim Shettima, is proposing a budget of 155 billion naira for 2016. The bill, which is tagged Budget of Reconstruction, Rehabilitation and Resettlement, is in line with the restructuring program the state embarked on by the state government. Governor Shettima assured the state's lawmakers that the budget takes into account the plight of internally displaced people, which will be a priority of the state government in 2016.
to embark on this biometric exercise, and I want to make it emphatically clear that government has no intention whatsoever of downsizing or sagging our civil servants. But all those workers, all the teachers, workers in our payroll, I need support from house. They are the bedrock of our government. We need support of the labor movement and the support and cooperation. They are so far been wonderfully well in our relationship. We need their continued support because the next couple of months will be very turbulent months. Because definitely we are going to stay on course. We are going to stay on some course. Very powerful course.
Now to Kogi State, the 2016 Budget of Consolidation, as it's called, has been presented to the State House of Assembly by Governor Idris Wada. The total outlay of the appropriation bill comes to 74.9 billion naira. However, the recurrent expenditure takes the lion's share of 45.3 billion naira, representing 60%, while the capital expenditure will go up 29.6 billion naira, representing 39.5%. Governor Wada's spending plans for 2016 in his budget presentation pointed out it is much higher than the previous version. You're watching news across Nigeria, where we inform you on what's happening across the 36 Nigerian states. Coming up, the Federal Road Safety Commission has put in place measures to ensure safety on our highways. Stay with us.